Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Infinity Dove Tarot and Dowsing. My name is Kirsten and I have another reading for you. If you felt drawn to the title, then this message is for you. So let's go ahead and begin with the oracle card that I have chosen. We have the safe space, and it means emotional sanctuary, comfortable solitude, protected vulnerability. Here I am safe. And we've drawn the King of Cups with the Widower. We've got the Emperor as in the challenge position. Hold on a second. That's clarified by conversation. And we have the Page of Wands, clarified by love reunion. So, you may be feeling safer alone than exposed and vulnerable. You may have needed to protect your peace for a long time. And you've been doing a good job of it. You've been managing well. This is someone who's resigned to their fate, their loss, and they're able to put on their clothes and carry on with their day. But something about this moment is also saying that you're not as disconnected as you think. You may think you're alone, but you're not alone. You're not as disconnected as you think from what you've lost or from what has ended. So this is your energy right now. You are the King of Cups, and the Widower clarifies you. So this is deep emotional maturity paired with private sorrow. You're managing your emotions, trying to stay calm and steady in rocky waters, rough waters. After some kind of emotional disappointment or absence or grief. And I don't feel like it was recent. I feel like it's been a while. It's been going on for a long time. Could be the emotional residue of someone who's been gone, either through distance or silence. This could be a masculine energy that didn't give you what you needed. A father figure, a boss, a partner, a romantic partner or business partner. And the wound is still there. So right now, you're calm, you're balanced, but there's still emotional cleanup happening under the surface. You've made peace with a loss, but it's still echoing, still influencing how you navigate life. And here comes the challenge, is the Emperor, clarified by the conversation. Like I said, this could be a boss, a father figure, a love interest, a business interest, someone with status, paired with the conversation. It isn't a private moment. Something is being said or brought up or exposed through conversation or public dialogue. So something or someone is being talked about or is doing the talking, and it's shaking up the structure. So this combination says a message or a comment, something that you hear about, could become a challenge. Even though you've emotionally made peace with it. Something resurfaces loudly. With the Page of Wands in your future position, feel like you're moving forward. You're staying active, you're being creative, you're involved in your own life. Maybe you're starting something new. But with love reunion coming in, someone wants to come back in or come back around. It could be through a message or an actual physical visit. Or it could be a conversation from the past that gets about the past that gets brought up. Maybe when you're with other people in a public setting. But for the majority of you, it'll be a message. A reach out. And this person who didn't say what they should have said in the past may finally say something to you that you've been longing to hear. They could apologize or they could explain themselves. They may want to reconnect with you. So, this spread predicts someone that you took an emotional break from or distance yourself from. Could be a father figure, an ex, or an old boss, or a business partner. They'll be spoken of, or they may speak themselves to you. And there's movement here. Someone's finally ready to say what they never could before. And you're in a good place to receive it. But it doesn't throw you off. It might even bring you the closure that you need. So my advice, or Spirit's advice, would be to allow yourself to feel again, allow yourself to listen to what they have to say. Even if you decide not to respond, but stay open to the message and stay grounded. Trust that everything happens for a reason in its own timing. And you'll know what to do when this message comes. So expect a return. All right? But in another scenario, this energy could play out another way. Okay? For others of you, this energy could play out a different way. Safe space can mean that you're in a place of where your peace isn't performative anymore, it's real. But just because you're good now doesn't mean no one's still thinking about what they lost. Someone is thinking about what they lost. So this spread says that you're emotionally stable, but someone else is still needs to catch up with you. This is grief, maybe from a breakup, a death, an ending, a disappointment, a major disappointment, something that you gave your heart to but didn't work out. But now you've emotionally matured. You're not cold or aloof, you're just contained. You've just got your emotions under control. And now you don't cast your pearls before swine. Now you're more wise, and you don't offer your energy to places or people where it's not safe. because you've experienced real loss and it was heavy on you. But you're not wearing it on your sleeve anymore. You've tucked it in and you're moving on. The challenge that you may be facing is that person or energy that affected you is controlling or dominating, or maybe they never gave you a real conversation when it mattered. Now that conversation is echoing back, but through other people, through memories or unexpected messages. You could be in a situation where, or in a setting where this disappointing connection that you've made peace with gets brought up again. In conversation or gossip. But this energy holds back, is rigid, doesn't budge, doesn't change. Can be very stubborn. So while they may be ready to talk, and I feel you've resigned yourself to that, to their behavior, to understanding their character, right? They may be ready to talk, or maybe others want to bring the subject up, but you've already picked up the pieces. You've already made peace with the situation. What's to talk about? I feel like you could receive a message, someone's trying to re-enter your life. Or they just want to check in and see how you're doing. It's a light energy. It's not deep. Not deep enough for you. Maybe you decide to keep your response light and not go deep into the situation with others. But if you're dealing with this person one-on-one, they may come back around and want to reach out to you. But their conversation or their energy towards you is light, it's not deep. They're just wondering how you've been. So I do feel like there is some sort of reunion happening. With someone who let you down in the past, or the subject is being brought up with amongst others. But this time you're different. This time you're not vulnerable to it. It's not going to trigger you because you're not waiting. You're not chasing for closure anymore. You've made peace with it. You're curious about how people see the situation, or you're curious about what it is they have to say. But you're not emotionally invested in that. So, you can say what you want to say. You can believe what you want to believe. I'm good, is the vibe I'm getting. So this reading predicts that someone is going to reach out, or the subject will be brought up about someone who let you down, or something that let you down. that could make you feel vulnerable or unsafe, but because you've done the work, or you're doing the work and you've made peace with the situation, it doesn't faze you like it could have fazed you or would have fazed you in the past. And if you do hear back from someone from your past, they haven't changed, and you know that. You recognize what this is, and that's cool. That's fine. But it's whatever it is they have to say. It's too little. It's too late. You've already built a safe space for yourself and for your heart. So I do feel like you'll hear them out, but you're not going to hand them over your peace. You're going to maintain your peace, and you're going to maintain your distance. So Spirit's advice is, again, listen and let them speak. But you don't have to open the door just because they're knocking. You've already survived their silence, their stubbornness, their rigidity, their bullshit. And you're not going to trade your peace for their unfinished healing, because they're not there yet. And that's your reading. If it confirmed anything for you, please let me know in the comment section if it resonated with you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye.